Hey there, and happy holidays to you. However you celebrate, I hope you're having a great season. We are in Assetto Corsa again here, and this time for something a little special. First of all, someone requested that I do a drive in a 550, Porsche 550, and so I'm going to drive the famed 550A. It's a 5-speed, 1500cc version of the 550A, driven by Ken Miles in Palm Springs. I am here today in Isle of Man. Isle of Man TT, you guys probably have heard of this, and we'll talk a little bit about this track's history as we go along, but that's what I'm driving. It's a 60.7 kilometer course. It's a little shorter than I think it was originally set to be, but this is the current era of this track. This track actually was released, this mod for Assetto Corsa was released in May of 2024, so it's not that old, it's not that new, but it's newer than not. So we're going to drive it in the 550A and see how we do. This is a tough track, especially for cars. A lot of tight turns, and it's designed for speed. It's famed mostly for motorcycle racing, which is fun. The track, I guess, first race was held here for cars in 1905, and it was a response to the UK limiting the speed of motor cars of that era to 20 miles an hour on public roads in the UK. So people that wanted to race sought an opportunity to race somewhere that didn't have the said limitations. So in 1905 had their first automotive race. I think that the first race here was 6 hours, over 6 hours long, with an average speed of 33 miles an hour. For that day, that was pretty fast, I guess. Cars do special time trials here. But that's not what this track is really known for in the modern era. The modern era, it's known for motorcycle racing and motorcycle sidecar racing. And it is actually, I think, known as the deadliest motorsport event on the planet. Because there are several people that die every year that this race is held. It's only not been held during the World War I and during World War II. Had some misses in 2020, and I think 2001 maybe? Don't quote me on that one. So it has been missed a few times, but actually fairly infrequently. There have been 103 runnings of the Isle of Man TT, and they have all sorts of different classes of motorcycles that race here. And it's a tremendous event. I actually found the event quite by accident. Back when Speed Channel was a thing, I was up in the middle of the night, couldn't sleep for whatever reason, and turned on the TV, and it was in June, I believe, and the Isle of Man TT was on, and from that point on, I tried to catch it anytime it was on. When Speed Channel went away, it became Velocity. Watched it on Velocity. Then it went to Motor Trends. I saw it, I think, one time on Motor Trends, and now I think I have to relegate it to watching it on YouTube. Not that that's a bad thing. If you're watching this, you're watching it on YouTube. It's a tremendous event. If you've never watched it, it is quite exciting, quite dramatic, and the motorcycles are incredibly fast on this track. I'm not going to be nearly so fast in this 550A for a variety of reasons. One is I don't know the course that well. The other is this car is not particularly fast. Well, by current standards anyway. It is fun to drive. Does require you monitor your RPMs though, because it will allow you to do bad things. And over rev and blow the engine. So unlike modern cars, it does not have a rev limiter built into it. So you can definitely over rev it. So Christmas Day is always a fun day. Everybody in my household is out doing something fun, visiting old friends and such, and I thought I'd take the opportunity to drive a little, so got some cool stuff. Got a cool ugly sweater, Jolly in California, and got some new hats. Got an awesome book on road courses from around the world that you can still drive. So featured in that are some of the road courses that that we have driven in this series of races. Targa Florio is in there. Pescara is in there, which I thought was kind of cool. But it's a great, like a coffee table size book of a bunch of courses. And from what I was told, it was incredibly difficult to find. This book, I guess, was published 20 years ago, but it's still relevant today, and it's a pretty fantastic book. Gonna use it to find some tracks that maybe we've missed. Also got a box, and when I say a box, I mean a moving size box of candies and all sorts of other things. That was kind of nice. So this track, while it's been reworked as of May of 2024, it's not quite as refined as some of the other tracks that I have driven recently. But it'll get there, I'm sure. The road surface and layout is quite nice, though. The road kind of sneaks up on you a little bit in terms of the turns, and you can imagine on a motorcycle, this would be insane. And they are not shy fellows and women that drive this with motorcycles. They are nuts. They go all out. Even in inclement weather, when it's a little slick, It is a tough course to drive in a car for sure. As I said, it is very tight. You'd think a 2-lane road where you could use all the road, not that tight. It still feels really tight. Box of neutrals. That's not good for the engine. Or the transmission. I've also got a box of golf balls. Some gloves. Some socks. Nice set of pajamas. New shirt. I made out pretty well. Keep it in third here through the town because these turns get a little dodgy through here. I think my favorite thing is the book. It's pretty special, pretty cool. That will catch you out. As it turns out, about 4 out of 5 times, if my experience is it's anything. It's really cool to see the motorcycles get completely airborne on that. trying to take it nice and easy. Yeah, I don't particularly like the sound for these. I have 3 or 4 variations of the 550. This is the 550A. I have a 550, which is a 4-speed, and then a 550 hill climb, also a 4-speed, and then some abomination with a non-stock engine that is ridiculously fast. It's got the body style of the 550, but it's fun to drive, but it's not a purist's car for sure. Missed my blip there. Got a little tire squeak, but kept it under control. But I don't like the sound. I think that they could have done the sound much better for this. It's also not a CSP-enabled mod for this car. I'll provide the link to it so you can, download it, find it on your own, and evaluate it and see what you think. But I don't like the sound of it very much. In fact, I was hesitant to drive it at all. I've thought about driving it before. I think when I did the Nürburgring drive, I considered driving this car, and I just did not like the sound of it. Missed my blip there too. It's a good drive though. I like the long drives, of course. Becomes really technical when you get up here at the top of the mountain. This is a fun drive, though. Overly casual with my clutching, I think. Didn't quite get the clutch all the way in. Got a little bit of a weird gear grind. These older cars don't suffer lazy drivers. Requires a lot of concentration, so sorry I'm not talking so much. Wide. It's a lot of fun to drive for sure. There's a lot of opportunity to be really fast. With practice. And I am not yet. Damn it. Completely foobarred that. So that's a lap around the Isle of Man TT. The circuit that is considered to be one of the deadliest on the planet. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, happy any holiday that you subscribe to, and my very best to you in continuing to enjoy the holidays. I'm not gonna quite say Happy New Year unless you don't see another video of mine, in which case I'll just bid you a happy 2025. But I will be back before the new year with some additional videos, so stay tuned and like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And I hope this has been as much fun for you as it has been for me. This track, again, is one of those tracks that I enjoyed watching, just the feats of just insanity of motorcycle racing here, and actually wasn't really aware of the car history here. And like I said, even today there are special car events where they do time trials. And it's definitely a track that's a lot of fun, and it will continue to improve. Like I said, the latest update made the track that had previously existed much, much better. And much more enjoyable to drive. So I hope that it continues to get developed, and I hope to see your videos, or at least hear back from you in comments on your experiences driving this. And to the viewer that asked me to drive the 550, there you go. Maybe we'll drive it some more. Still don't love the sound of it, but you know, all things being equal, could be worse, I guess. And if you know of a better mod for the 550, let me know. Point me that direction, and I'll give that a drive. Okay, thanks for joining me. And again, happy holidays, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Spaß mache Rennsport.